Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. I am Gebo the Shaman, and today we are talking about what happens when we have Saturn in your first house in your birth chart. So, one thing to keep in mind is I am a Vedic astrologer, not a Western astrologer, but a Vedic, and these techniques and principles and things like that, the things that I teach you will be working with, will work well with Western astrology, but it's mainly meant for Vedic astrology. So, as you may or may not know, I have a bunch of products and services and courses and a bunch of things to offer you. So you can check those out, and if you want to check those out, you can check out all my bundle sales going on my website down in the description at gebotheshaman.com. Alright, I have my products, courses, services, everything that I have to offer is over there. Alright, so let's get into it. So, the important thing to know is that we need to understand what Saturn represents, what Saturn means, and what the first house means, or the Ascendant means. So when I say first house, I'm talking about the Ascendant. When I say Ascendant or rising sign, I'm talking about the first house. They are one and the same. Alright, so now that we got that out of the way, so what is Saturn? Saturn is the planet of our karma. Saturn is very serious, very disciplined, structured, organized, things like that. Like, it's very disciplinarian. It's like, if you look at actually, if you look at the signs that Saturn rules, Capricorn and Aquarius, Capricorn is the exact opposite to Cancer. What is Cancer? Cancer is the mother, the nurturing, nourishment, things like that. It's all about emotions and feminine, watery stuff. Then we have Capricorn, which is a Earth planet, or like its element is the Earth. And Capricorn is all about discipline, structure, organization, working hard, working your butt off to basically get to the top of the mountain. Get to the top, It's represented by a mountain goat, and yeah, so then we have Aquarius. So what is Aquarius? Aquarius is, once we've achieved the top, we give back to others. So this is about our karma. So it's about our discipline, organization. So that main thing that I wanted to share was like the signs that Capricorn, or the signs that Saturn rules, are the exact opposite of, emotions and stuff like that. So yeah, and that balance between feeling a certain way and having the discipline to do what you're supposed to do anyways is very challenging, to say the least. So yeah, then what was I going to say? So Saturn is, to describe Saturn, I would say Saturn is structure, organization, discipline, things like that. And it is the judge, it is the lawyer. So, and you know, it's very timely. So like, instead of letting your boss letting you off, you know, half an hour early, they would say, no, you gotta stay till the last minute. All right, so that's what Saturn is. So Saturn, there's no escaping the karma that he brings. You gotta face it. You gotta do your mantras and rituals to appease him and things like that. So then, what is the first house? First house represents your physical body. It is your physical body. It is it is you in essence. It is your perspective in life. It is your everything. So yeah, it really has a lot to do with the physical body, the appearance of the physical body, the attributes of the physical body, and things like that. So yeah, so this represents like almost like your personality. Yeah, definitely does represent your personality. So someone with this placement, unfortunately, like I'm not saying that this is everybody with the Saturn in the first house. However, I have seen that, you know, some people born with this position get you know, they're born disabled, they're born with some kind of ailment or medical condition that they have, and so if you're not born with that, you don't have to worry about it, because this is just something that happens when we're born. All right, so so that's one thing. Like, it could be very challenging. So the other thing to note is that you know, Saturn could be exalted, it could be debilitated, or it could be in a neutral sign. So those all each, you know, give different results based on their you know, dignity. So yeah, someone with this placement, Saturn in the first house, would be very organized, very disciplined. They could make a very good lawyer or judge. You know, since Saturn here aspects the 10th house, that could be their career. Someone with this placement could be very disciplined and like structured, even as a kid, even as a child. You know, most kids, you have to kind of convince them to do their homework and stuff like that. But with Saturn in the first house, it just kind of, you know, that's something that kids would want to do of their own volition if somebody was born under this placement. They would want to, you know, get their homework done so that way it's done and out of the way, and they can go play video games or whatever they're into. So yeah, this sense of like seriousness and maturity follows them the rest of their life. It is very, it's a lot to, it's a lot to handle for most people. Like me, I couldn't I couldn't imagine what life would be with this position, because it's just like Saturn is just in your face. It's just part of who you are. It's just you might walk slowly with this position. You might do things slowly, you might do things meticulously, and be like a perfectionist with this position. Things like that. So you could do very well with being a judge or a lawyer. You could do very well with being in some kind of position of authority, like a boss or supervisor or something like that. People with Saturn in the first house or Ascendant do very well with fields revolving around engineering, mechanical fields, oil and gas, things like that. And so yeah, it's a very interesting kind of placement here. So I hope you guys got a lot out of that. Let me see how I am on time, and we are good. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I have all my products, courses, services, everything is on sale right now. You can go check that out at gebotheshaman.com. And yeah, so I have my new Vedic Astrology certification course. It's on sale right now, and you can get it on bundle sale with the Cosmic Qigong course, I believe. So so yeah, we have that, and that basically walks you through step by step how to do a Vedic astrology reading, and it's very simple. I walk you through it step by step, and it's very easy, very simple, and it just so basically when you sign up for that course and take the test that's with it, I have you do a Vedic astrology certification exam, and when you pass that exam, I will be giving you your own website. So that's very exciting. And with that website, you can get clients. You can take your business off. It can really grow into something bigger, and you could do it part-time, but if you really wanted to, you could grow that business into something huge. So yeah, I really that's definitely an option. So yeah. All right, and then we have the birth time rectification. So the birth time rectification is basically good for people who don't know their birth time, or have a hard time finding it. It might not be there on your birth certificate, or your parents might not have kept record of it. So yeah, it's just one of those things. So if you don't have your birth time accurate, then I would highly recommend you getting a birth time rectification, because If you want other astrologers to do to work on your chart and give you accurate predictions and things like that, that's something that I do not do. If you want that, then you need to get a birth time rectification, so that way it's accurate. Because, most astrologers just go off of whatever you tell them and don't make sure that it's accurate. So, alright, so there's that, and then we have the Vedic astrology readings. So I do offer readings. My readings are a bit different, they just offer you some different information. Your typical astrologer is going to go into detail about everything in your chart, and I can do that if you want me to. However, that's not my main specialty. My main specialty is giving you the mantras and rituals and tools to actually clear out your karma, so that way you don't have to deal with any negative planetary placements. You can just do your spiritual practices as I give them to you, and can actually not even have to worry about, oh, what if Mars is debilitated, or whatever. So alright, so then we have the Qigong courses. So we have the Celestial Qigong and the Self-Transformation Challenge. I would highly recommend you all get the Self-Transformation Challenge. That one down there is really powerful. It combines and synergizes the three main energy types of the body. We have Kundalini Yoga, and we have Qigong. So Kundalini, Qigong, and then we have the Shen energy of the heart center. So it combines all those, and it's a synergized program that basically, I'll just say it's done a lot of great things in my life. So yeah, it's so powerful, guys. So then we have the distance energy healing. So a lot of people have problems with trapped emotions and trauma and things like that. So a lot of people think of distance energy healing as healing for physical issues, but in my healing, my distance energy healing, I like to go into the emotional issues and the psychological issues and things like that, because that's important to address, because 99% of all physical manifestations of ill health result from ill health, and the ill emotional health, ill psychological health, things like that, spiritual health, things like that. So yeah, this is very important. So it's important to get yourself feeling better, so you can do that through the distance energy healing. And then we have the career coaching and the life coaching. So we have that available. So if you're really struggling with what you're supposed to be doing in life, what direction you're supposed to be heading in, and have questions about your career, your just overall life mission. We all have a path, a passion, a purpose in life, but we don't all know what that is. So it's important important to make an effort to try to understand what that is by going to GeboTheShaman.com and booking a career consultation with me. I also have life coaching sessions that you can book with me as well. So it's really, it's really important for people to be able to understand what their mission in life is, what their path is, what their purpose is, and things like that. So there's no better way to do that than booking a career consultation with me. Then we have the Qigong courses. We already talked about that, so we're good. So if you want anything from my courses, products, services, anything like that, go to GeboTheShaman.com. Alright? And that'll be down in the description below as well. Alright, I'm done. Thanks, guys. Have a good one. Peace.